Across ancient lands and sacred temples, a majestic guardian stands, the lion. Revered, feared, and admired, this powerful creature has become a symbol of courage and protection for centuries. More than just a magnificent beast, the lion embodies strength, royalty, and a profound spiritual significance that has resonated throughout human history. They said lions were just animals, until their stories echoed through time, revealing a deeper truth about their role as protectors and symbols of divine power. Today, we explore the story of the guardian lion and the timeless lessons it teaches us. We journey back through the annals of history to uncover why this creature, above all others, was chosen to stand sentinel at the gates of the sacred and the powerful. From its roar that was believed to ward off evil spirits to its calm, regal posture that inspired awe and respect, the lion's symbolism is rich and multifaceted. We will see how its image was carved into stone and woven into legend, not merely as a depiction of the natural world, but as a bridge to the divine, offering lessons in bravery, leadership, and unwavering guardianship that remain relevant to this day. The guardian lion appears in many cultures, a testament to its universal appeal and symbolic power. From the formidable stone lions guarding the gates of Chinese palaces and imperial tombs, their stylized manes and fierce expressions designed to repel negative energy, to the lions protecting sacred Indian temples, where they are known as Simha and represent the divine power of gods and goddesses, standing as protectors of Dharma. Further west in the depictions of the Middle East and Africa, the lion is a constant motif of royalty and strength, from the Lion of Babylon to its presence in ancient Egyptian mythology, where it was associated with the sun god Ra, symbolizing the fierce heat of the sun and the pharaoh's protective power. Each culture imbued the lion with its own unique meaning, yet the core message remained the same, a symbol of ultimate protection, authority, and courage, standing vigilant against the forces of chaos. Have you ever looked at a lion and just seen a big cat? Many people do. They say lions are just animals, powerful predators, sure, but ultimately just part of the wild kingdom. But what if I told you that in many cultures they are so much more? For centuries, these magnificent creatures have been seen as powerful symbols, gatekeepers to a world beyond our own. Take a journey with me to China. There, you'll find majestic stone statues guarding the entrances to temples, palaces, and even homes. These aren't just any lions, they're known as shi, or as they're sometimes called in the West, fu dogs. They are always in pairs. A male with his paw on a globe symbolizing control over the world, and a female with her paw on a cub representing nurture and protection. These guardians aren't just decorative, they are believed to embody power, courage, and serve as a formidable shield against negative energy and evil spirits. They stand as a silent, powerful promise of safety for those within. Now, let's travel to India, a land of vibrant spirituality. Here, the lion, or Simha, takes on a deeply divine role. It is famously associated with the goddess Durga, who rides a lion into battle against evil. In this context, the lion isn't just a mount, it represents her immense power, her courage, and her righteous anger against injustice. The lion is her partner in restoring cosmic order. Furthermore, in Buddhism, which originated in India, the lion's roar, known as the Simhanada, symbolizes the fearless proclamation of truth and the teachings of the Buddha. The lion is a representation of royalty, strength, and the wisdom to overcome all obstacles on the path to enlightenment. From the temple gates of Beijing FR to the sacred art of Mumbai lions are woven into the very fabric of human belief. They are the protectors at the door, the companions of gods, and the voice of undeniable truth. So the next time you see a lion, whether in a zoo, a documentary, or as a stone statue, remember this rich history. You're not just looking at an animal, you're witnessing a global symbol of power, a guardian of ancient wisdom, and a timeless icon of courage that has inspired humanity for millennia. They are a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, a reminder that some things in this world carry a weight and a meaning far beyond what our eyes can see. Have you ever walked past a temple or an ancient palace and noticed those fierce stone lions standing guard at the entrance? Many people see them as simple decorations, impressive statues carved from stone or cast in bronze. They might say lions are just animals, powerful predators, but nothing more. But what if I told you there's a deeper story of belief that stretches back thousands of years, suggesting these aren't just animals and those statues aren't just art? This is the story of how lions became the ultimate spiritual guardians. Across Asia, from the Forbidden City in Beijing to the temples of Bali, you'll find them. They're known as guardian lions or sometimes fu dogs. But here's the fascinating part: they aren't just random sculptures. They are believed to be living protectors of sacred spaces. Each pair, a male and a female, holds a specific purpose. The male, often seen with his paw on an embroidered ball, represents control over the world and the protection of the structure itself. The female, with her paw on a playful cub, symbolizes the nurturing of the spirit and the protection of those inside. They are a perfect balance of power and compassion, authority, and care. So, where did this belief come from? It's a beautiful blend of history and spirituality. Lions aren't native to many of the places where their statues are most common. They were introduced to these cultures through trade and stories along the Silk Road. Buddhist teachings brought tales of the lion's protective power, as it symbolizes the strength and wisdom of the Buddha. The roar of a lion was said to represent the voice of the Dharma, the universal truth scaring away evil spirits and negativity. People began to see the lion not just as a king of the jungle, but as a king of the spiritual realm. These guardians were placed at entrances to act as a filter. They were meant to ward off malevolent spirits, bad energy, and even people with ill intentions. It was believed that their watchful, unblinking eyes could see the truth in a person's heart. So, when someone approached a sacred place, they would first have to pass the silent judgment of the lions. This transformed a simple entrance into a powerful spiritual threshold. They remind us that to enter a place of peace and wisdom, we must leave our own demons, our anger, our greed, our negativity at the door. Think about it this way. In our modern lives, we have security systems and locks to protect our homes. But ancient cultures understood that protection wasn't just about physical threats. It was about protecting the soul, the community's well-being, and the sanctity of their most cherished beliefs. The lions were their spiritual security system. They weren't just statues to be admired, they were active participants in the spiritual life of the community. They were a constant, visible reminder that some places are special, deserving of respect and reverence. So the next time you see a pair of guardian lions, take a closer look. They're not just animals carved in stone. They are the keepers of a sacred trust, a symbol of a power that protects not just buildings, but the very spirit of a place. People often say lions are just animals, magnificent beasts for sure, but still just animals. But what if I told you there's a much deeper story, a symbolism that has echoed through centuries, especially when you see them in pairs? We're going to delve into a tradition that turns these stone guardians into powerful symbols of balance and life itself. It all starts with a simple yet profound observation. When you see a pair of lion statues guarding an entrance, have you ever noticed they aren't identical? Well, look closer next time. One is typically a male and the other a female. This isn't just for artistic variety, it's a deliberate, meaningful choice rooted in ancient wisdom. This pairing represents the fundamental duality of the world, the yin and yang, the masculine and feminine energies that, together, create a perfect whole. They aren't just decorations, they are a statement about harmony and completeness. Now, let's get into the fascinating details. The male lion is traditionally depicted with one of his front paws resting on an embroidered ball or a sphere. This isn't just a toy. This ball represents the world, the globe, or even the vastness of the universe. By having his paw upon it, the male lion symbolizes power, authority, and control over worldly affairs. He represents supremacy, ambition, and the strength needed to protect and maintain order in the external world. He is the guardian of the structure, the symbol of worldly achievement and dominion. On the other side stands the female lion, the lioness. Her depiction is just as powerful, but her symbolism is entirely different. Instead of a ball, her paw is gently placed upon a playful cub, often shown looking up at her. This tender image is packed with meaning. The lioness represents the nurturing, protective, and life-giving aspects of the feminine principle. She is the guardian of the family, the symbol of fertility, continuity, and the internal domestic sphere. While the male looks outward, controlling the world, she looks inward, protecting the future and ensuring the continuation of the lineage. So together, they are not just two lions, they are a complete story. The male, with his paw on the ball, represents the macrocosm power, empire, and the outside world. The female, with her paw on the cub, represents the microcosm, family, heritage, and the inner world. One without the other is incomplete. Power without a future to protect is empty, and a family without a stable world to live in is vulnerable. They stand together at the threshold, a timeless reminder that true strength lies in the balance of power and compassion, of ambition and nurturing, of ruling the world and protecting the heart of the home. They said lions are just animals, but in these ancient symbols they are so much more. They are the guardians of a balanced life. They said lions are just animals driven by instinct. But then I witnessed something that changed my perspective forever. It wasn't just instinct, it was a profound display of character, a lesson etched in the wild heart of the savannah. The guardian lion, as I've come to call him, taught me something timeless. He taught me about strength in the face of adversity. Picture this: the savannah, unforgiving and vast. Dangers lurk in every shadow, from rival prides to the relentless heat. Yet this lion stood his ground, not with blind aggression, but with a calculated, steady power. He didn't roar at every threat. He conserved his energy, his presence alone a warning. It made me think about our own lives. How often do we react with frustration to every small problem? The lion showed me that true strength isn't about being the loudest in the room, but about having the resilience to stand firm when the storms truly hit, to endure and to protect your peace. It's a quiet confidence that says, I can handle this. Then there was his courage, the courage to protect what matters. One evening, a pack of hyenas, emboldened by their numbers, edged closer to the pride their sights set on the vulnerable cubs. This lion didn't hesitate. He moved with a purpose that was terrifying and beautiful all at once. He wasn't just defending territory, he was defending his family, his future. He put himself between his loved ones and danger, a living shield. It was a raw, powerful reminder of what it means to be truly brave. It's not about the absence of fear, but about acting in spite of it for something or someone you love. What are we willing to stand up for? Who are we willing to protect? Finally, I saw the wisdom in his leadership. He led not by force, but by example. He was the first to patrol the borders at dawn and the last to rest. He ensured the pride was fed, but he often ate last. His leadership wasn't about dominance, it was about responsibility. It was about shouldering the weight for Tories others so they could thrive. In our world, we often confuse authority with leadership, but the guardian lion demonstrated that a true leader serves. A true leader inspires trust and security, creating an environment where everyone feels safe and valued. So when they say lions are just animals, I remember that day. I remember the lessons etched into the golden plains, the quiet strength to endure, the fierce courage to protect, and the selfless wisdom to lead. These aren't just animal traits. They are the very virtues we strive for ourselves. They said lions are just animals, but the story of the guardian lion reveals a much deeper truth. It's a tale that teaches us profound lessons about attachment care and the very essence of what it means to protect those we love. If you look closely at the natural world, you'll see it's no coincidence that the lion was chosen for this role. Even in the wild, lions live in family groups called prides. Within these groups, they demonstrate remarkable loyalty, teamwork, and nurturing care. The lionesses work together to hunt and raise their cubs, while the dominant male stands as a vigilant protector against threats. These are the very qualities every true guardian must possess. It's a social structure built on mutual support and a shared commitment to survival, echoing the human need for community and family. This innate behavior shows us that the spirit of guardianship isn't just a human concept, it's a fundamental principle of nature. This powerful symbolism has been recognized for centuries. From the stone statues standing guard outside ancient temples to the living kings of the savannah, the guardian lion continues to inspire us. It stands as a timeless symbol of strength, courage, and unwavering vigilance. These stone figures aren't just decorations, they are reminders of the sacred duty to protect. They embody a promise to stand firm in the face of adversity, to shield the vulnerable, and to lead with a heart full of courage. Whether carved in stone or roaming the wild, the lion's presence commands respect and admiration. So, the next time you see a lion, whether it's a magnificent statue or a living creature in its natural habitat, I invite you to pause and remember its lesson. It's a call to action for all of us to protect what is precious, to nurture those who depend on us, and to lead with unwavering courage. This isn't just about physical strength. It isn't just about physical strength. It's about the strength of character, the courage to do what's right, and the compassion to care for others. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about the strength of character, the courage to do what's right, and the compassion to care for others. As the sun sets on the story of the guardian lion, one powerful truth remains crystal clear: a strength, courage, and protection are not just myths from a bygone era. They are not just qualities reserved for legendary beasts. They are active choices we make every single day. We choose to be strong for our families, courageous in our convictions, and protective of our communities. The spirit of the guardian lion lives within each of us, waiting to be awakened. If this story inspired you and gave you a new perspective, please give this video a like and subscribe for more ancient secrets and timeless wisdom. Don't forget to share it with someone who might need a little extra courage today. Thank you for watching.